Thank you for watching Ceph Office video tutorials. In this video, I will show you how to work with the forms, the new forms feature that we added in Ceph Studio 4.1. This new forms feature is the ability to create form templates and then use those forms with patient records and accounts. There is a video showing you how to create the form templates. If you haven't watched that video, please do so. Under Preferences and Setup, here's where the form templates go. Again, there's another video covering this, and I left off with the same two forms that I left off from that video, a little demo form and this medical dental history form that we include by default. So let me show you how to work with these forms for patient records. Now, often you may have patients already coming into the practice and you could already set up these forms to be ready to go for them. But in this case, we don't have any ready for Skylar, and she's coming in. We want her to fill out a new form. So under the function menu, there's a new forms feature. You can also add forms to patient accounts by the documents section. I'll show you that after. So if you click on forms, here's this new forms window, and all the forms waiting to be completed would be listed here. So if you had 10 patients with forms waiting to be completed, they'd already be listed. If you have a whole bunch, you can quickly filter through the names. In this case, I need to add a new form. So for the patient, I'm going to pick Skylar, and I want her to do the patient medical history form. Choose. So now Skylar's set up for the patient medical history form. Notice I had the demo form and the patient. These are both the forms that are active in my form templates. It'll show you all your active forms here. So to start this form completion, and if I do it from here, this is meant for the patient to be sitting in front of a workstation and fill this out. We are working on adding this feature to an iPad so that you can just hand the patient an iPad and fill out these forms. So click the Start Form Completion, and it blacks out the screen, and here you are with the form details to go through and fill out. Last name, first name, initial, and so on. While you're filling out this form, you can quickly jump to different sections. Maybe we want to jump right to dental insurance there. Maybe this is by the mother. And then this little button is a button to quickly minimize and show you just what fields have been filled out. Those are the sections. None of the fields in any of those sections have been filled out. Hit this button again, it expands back out. So now when Skylar is done with this, she's going to hit save. Now it will give a warning. For example, this first name was a required field because it's in red. So if I hit save, it's going to say, hey, I'm missing this and found one required input missing. Please fix the underlying issue first. Okay, so I'll go Skylar. Now if I save, it's just going to save it. Thank you for completing the form. The form you completed has been saved with Skylar Jean Beta Box records. Please let the staff know you are done with the form. Now, this is meant to block Skylar from leaving here, right? She's at a workstation. She can't close out or anything, X out of here, whatever. This is for the staff, and this is the same password as getting out of the patient sign-in window. So it's the same patient sign-in window password. Now, once we're out of that window from filling it out, if we go to Skylar's account and look at her documents, we see she has a medical dental history form where we can see her couple of answers. And this has the same plus minus button that will show you all the fields versus the fields that were just answered. Now, say the staff knows some answers to this that the patient missed. The staff can go and edit this form. Now, with any other form, when you edit the form, it's going to edit that inline form and make changes. But since this is a patient dental medical history form, when you edit the form, it's going to make a new copy of this form. So if I go ahead and edit this form, it's saying, hey, generally you wouldn't do this, but if you have a good reason to, go ahead. And now, so maybe being the staff, I'm going to add some medical history here. I mean, this is meant for the patient to fill out, but let's just say no, sure, no, sure. Okay, so now this is the staff that answered this, and you can see if we save it, there's another copy of that in history, how it has changed. That's the original, and this is how it has updated. Now, if you want to use, maybe you make some more practice-specific forms that really isn't meant for the patient to fill out. It's just to record data for the staff. You can click Add Form right here. And there's that little demo form or the medical history form. Again, all the active forms will be listed here. So we'll choose the the demo form here. Choose. And now this demo form is waiting to be completed. Again, I could go right to the normal forms section and have Skylar Jean do the demo form herself, but in this case, I want the staff to do it. So just here in the documents, I'm going to click Edit Form. Are you sure you want to complete it? Yes? Here we go. So in this case, I have a first, last, together, last. I'll do Beta Bach, Skylar. We'll just, nothing for there. Say female. We'll say, how'd you hear about it, friend? And so on. Save. And there you go. Now, if I were going to edit this, I can just hit Edit Form. Maybe I'm going to say, Ms. Save. And then that edited it in line. It didn't add a new copy of it. It's just this medical dental history form that gets a copy of it added. So with that, I think you have a good basic understanding of creating and using forms. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you again. Take care.